What's up guys, Trskss here, back with another video, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking through some of the worst Yahoo Answers questions. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been on that website, Yahoo Answers, but you can pretty much ask anything that you want to anybody in the world and anyone could come and answer it. So today I figured that since there are some pretty dumb people on Yahoo Answers, I'm going to go ahead and read through some of the questions, and I have a little list right here on a sticky note that is going to have every single question for Yahoo Answers. So I am going to be reading through all of these today, and if you do go on to enjoy the video, then make sure that you drop a like and comment and subscribe, and be sure that you do hit that little bell. Go down below and write push notifications in the chat, like in the comments, and then I'll give you a shout out on my next video if you do that. So comment it like 5 to 10 times, that way I can see it, and leave a like on the video, subscribe. And other than that, let's go ahead and get things started. So like I said, I was just searching through the internet to find out some questions here. And the very first one that I have is, does it rain in Australia? And this guy says, me and my friend are having an argument. She says that it rains in Australia, but it can't, can it? Because obviously the rain falls to the top of the world, but at the bottom of the world it wouldn't fall to Earth, it would fall into space. And then Peter replies and says, yes, it does rain in Australia. It rained here yesterday. I don't understand your last question. Rain falls from clouds to the ground anywhere in the world. The Earth is round, so technically I don't think you can be at the bottom of the world. And then he ends it with a wholehearted cheers. 33 people liked Peter's question, and one guy, probably the person that asked the question, disliked it. Alright, next question here we have, my printer won't print .gifs properly. Those are like those moving images. And this guy says, I got a new printer. My old one was really bad, and I knew it couldn't handle .gifs. But now with my new one, when I try to print a GIF file, it prints, but the picture doesn't move. How do I fix this? Am I doing something wrong? Well, obviously something's not working out, so hopefully he can fix that, because otherwise he's really gonna embarrass himself. But moving on to the next one here, we have this one that says, what percentage of water is celery? Yeah, celery has virtually no nutrition in it. It's basically all water, so what percentage of water is it? And Paul says, water is exactly 0% celery. And he says, sources, the Department of Celery in America. That's great, Paul. Keep it up. Alright, so now let's move on to the next one here. And this one says, a dog smelled my butt and I farted in its face. Did I go too far? And it says, some dog just came up to me and started smelling my butt. I was at the beach at the time. I then let out the loudest and nastiest fart I could right into his face. The dog yelped and ran away. He looked pretty traumatized. Did I go too far? Obviously you just went way too far on that one, man. Next, is it normal to hang out with the lunch lady? Me and my lunch lady are talking about going to Warped Tour. Is that okay, or could she get in trouble somehow? And then Chris says, there is nothing saying you can't be friends with the lunch lady. She'll probably hook you up with some good lunch food. Yeah. You know, because the school lunch food is really top notch, so go ahead and hang out with her and see if you get anything better. Next we have someone that doesn't know anything about adding states. He says, should America make China the 51st state so we can get better access to Chinese food? I am so sick and tired of Panda Express. I'm just gonna let you guys react to that one yourself. And now the next one, why do crocodiles walk so gaily? They walk like they got their nails done or something. Then, Bee's Knees replies and says, this is the painting category. We don't know anything about gay crocodiles. And the asker decided to give her a 5-star rating on it, so that's really nice that he was able to do that for her. And next up here, let's go ahead and take a look at this. This guy says, is this a shovel or a crying smiley face? So confused. Well, it's neither, and I'm not really too sure how it could be a crying smiley face, but I'll just let you think what you want. Next up we have, is throwing your hair in the garbage safe? I wanted to be sure because in biology we learned that it had DNA and stuff, so is safe. Well, I'm not really too sure about that, but, you know, we'll go ahead and help you figure it out. Next from Bailey T. This is Bailey right here, as you guys can see. She's clearly very intelligent. She says, how do you tell which side of the potato chip is saltier? How do you tell which side of a potato chip is saltier than the other side without looking at it? Not to mention that she spelled the word which wrong twice. So, that's okay. I mean, some people aren't the smartest. And now next up we have, is it okay to boil headphones? I let my younger brother use my headphones and he used them for evil. He listened to the absolute worst music on the planet, and I am so ashamed. He stole me headphones' innocence. Can I boil them in an attempt to drive the evil out? If not, how can I get rid of the evil in them? As I'm reading these, I'm just thinking that people are more and more stupid. Alright, so now we have more. These are the last ones that I have, and this one says, are skeletons real or made up? This is asked by Maeve. My friend's mom says she was once chased by a skeleton, but I don't think skeletons are real. Please help me. Okay. They are definitely not real. You know, it's not like you have bones and when you die, you decompose into a skeleton. Now this one says, how am I sure I'm... Okay, we're just gonna skip that one. And we're gonna go ahead and skip that one as well. Wow, these people are really not that smart. This person says, how do I unbake a cake? Asked by Drake. Real clever that you made everything rhyme. You really think that we're not gonna think that it's a troll? James Russell says, I swallowed an ice cube whole and I haven't pooped it out. I'm really scared. Is it stuck? Yes, it probably is, and it's probably never gonna come out. This girl wants to know if she turned her boyfriend into a vampire. This is her, Sakura, and she says, okay, so I have a new boyfriend, star, yay, star, and we have been seeing each other for about a month now, P. Anyway, the other night we had a Twilight marathon, parentheses, she loves guys, in all capital letters, Twilight, and a dream of mine is to have a vampire boyfriend. Then she goes on to talk about how she's been experimenting with her own blood, and she considers herself to be a vampire. She saves her blood, and then she sucks on it and eats it. That's nice. Then she says, I decided that I would try and turn my new boyfriend into a vampire, so I've been cooking my blood into his food when he comes over. I've tried making blood pudding as well, but that only works if you have a lot of blood. So I usually just add a little bit of blood into the marinade or pasta sauce. He has absolutely no idea. I've been doing this for about 3 to 4 weeks. Do you think he would be a vampire by now? Oh my god. This one's really funny. This guy's just trying to be a good photographer. And he says, are there birds in Canada? I'm thinking of visiting and might bring my camera, so I'm curious to know if they have any birds. I know they have moose. No, I only have moose in Canada. There's no birds whatsoever. Birds are central to America only. They don't live anywhere else in the world. Definitely. At Peace says, how can I change my race? Last year I was a Catholic, but I'm bored with that now. I've been thinking for the next year or so that I'd like to either be Chinese or Russian. How can I change my race? First of all, Catholic is not a race. And second, I don't know how you can change your race, but this definitely goes down as one of the best questions I've ever read on Yahoo Answers. Next up, Lizzie Waterworth says, is it illegal to kill an ant? Question mark, 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 question mark. Today I was walking down the street and there was an ant on a puppy, so I stepped on the ant and killed it. Wouldn't you also step on the dog? A police officer gave me a very dirty look, and so did a lot of other people around, so I was wondering, is it illegal to kill an ant? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm super serious! Exclamation point, exclamation, exclamation. This isn't a joke! Exclamation. Well, Lizzie, considering that you just said that you stepped on an ant that was on a dog, I think that we know what's going on here. Next, do you think NASA invented thunderstorms to cover up the sound of space battles? No, NASA did not invent thunderstorms to cover up space battles. They are a naturally occurring thing. This one says, if evolution is true, then why hasn't my dog turned into an elephant? It's obvious he's not trying hard enough here. I mean, if he would just try a little bit harder, he would definitely know that. Alright, now, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with this one, because this is honestly the worst. Remy P says 60 seconds and 1 minute aren't really the same. This is a bit of a random question, but the answer has been bugging me for a long time. Okay, so, ... On a microwave, if you push 60, then it will cook for 60 seconds or 1 minute. Parentheses, following me? Yeah, I'm following. And if you also press 1 minute, it will cook for 1 minute or 60 seconds, right? Right, yeah, right. I understand. Okay, well my question is, if you add 1 minute plus 1 minute, it is equal to 2 minutes, right? So your food will cook for a total of 2 minutes. But if you add 60 seconds and 60 seconds, it will only cook for 1 minute and 20 seconds, even though 60 seconds is 1 minute. I know, confusing question. I'm really confused here, Remy. I guess to put it into simplest terms, how come 1 minute plus 1 minute equals 2 minutes, but 60 seconds plus 60 seconds equals only 1 minute and 20 seconds? Guys, this is why we can't trust microwaves. They just can't be trusted. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video today. I know that Apex did one of these, Phase Apex, but I was like, that's actually a really good idea, and I went on here and I found some different questions from his video. It was a pretty funny video, and I just figured I would go ahead and look and see the stupid people that like to comment on Yahoo Answers. So as you guys can see, so many people are just plain ignorant and comment on Yahoo Answers, and it's horrible. But anyways, if you guys could drop a like and subscribe and comment down below and turn on my post notifications, that would be awesome. Thank you guys for coming to the video today. I'll see you guys later with another one.
I'm glad it make you mad that I be